Christmas Carol, the musical experience, adapted from the 1843 novella by Charles Dickens, with original songs, arrangements, and orchestrations by M. Ryan Taylor. In alphabetical order, this podcast audio drama stars Alyssa Aramaki as Mrs. Cratchit, Amanda VandenAkker as the ghost of Christmas Past, Annalyce Chandler as Caroline and Fred's wife, Ben Burnett as Merchant Number 2, young husband and spoken Fred, Bryan Johnson as Ebenezer Scrooge, Clara Hurtado Lee as Belle, Daniel Sorokine as a young caroler and Peter Cratchit, Gavin Ward as Boy, Messenger Boy, and young Scrooge, Josh Oelrich as Bob Cratchit, M. Ryan Taylor as Christmas Present, Fezziwig, Gentleman, Merchant 1, and Sung Fred, Melanee Phillips in the chorus, Michael Young as the exchange clerk, Jacob Marley and Old Joe, Rachel Carr as Little Fan, the servant, and Tiny Tim, Taavi Taylor in the chorus, and Vivian Mathias as the charwoman and Mrs. Fezziwig. Visit carol.fableite.org for free downloads of this audio drama, as well as the script, sheet music, and other performance files appropriate for an at-home reading, radio show, or staged production. Now, please enjoy A Christmas Carol, the musical experience.
Sound the horn, Christ is born, play the drum, he has come. Now our peace will never cease, bells will ring, angels sing. Join us, come join us, in a carol for our King. In a carol for our King. Sound the string, anything, harp and lute, fife and flute, fill the air with tuneful prayer. Lift the voice, oh rejoice, join us, come join us, in a carol for our King. In a carol for our King.
Old Marley's as dead as a doornail.
And Scrooge knows he's dead.
Scrooge was his sole mourner. Even he was not so dreadfully cut up by the loss.
One of the buyers called him Marley at the exchange.
He'll answer to Marley or Scrooge, but old Marley is as dead
as a doornail. Why's the sign still say Scrooge and Marley then?
He's a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone, with a knife sharply honed to make a pound. Here's his sign out of date, pay a pence for some paint, not unless there is some money to be scrounged. For if one might press blood from a turnip, you'll be well as you're swiped up in his grasp. For he'll milk each last drop from your Pope, he won't stop till he trades the vital juice for coin to class. Do beggars entreat Scrooge? No. Do children ask the no? For when he's shunned or fled or cursed, he feels a mighty rush of power, power, power. He's a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone. Each exchange is a battle to be won. He not do with this sinner, you won't come out the winner, but me and in debtor's prison when you're done. Wrenching, grasping, scraping, clutching, covetous, oh Scrooge. He's a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone, with an eye sharply honed to make a pound. Here's his sign out of date, pay a pence for some paint, not unless there is some money to be scrounged. When you have a message from anyone at the exchange for Scrooge, just deliver it to his clerk, Bob. He's a good sort. Then you won't be given the skinflint a chance to box your ears. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Time's a-wasting. The next stop on the route is Bromley's.
Merry, 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 merry Christmas.
Bah!
Merry, 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 merry Christmas.
Humbug!
There's a coal in the stove with a spark just aglow, merely waiting in the hope to spread its warmth. All it needs is a chance and the fire will advance. With a friend the love can kindle and go forth. Now that Yuletide is finally upon us, all mankind may delight in its glow. For the light is best shared and is savored when it's paired with the gift born to us long ago.
Bah, humbug!
Don't be cross, Uncle.
How else can I be when I live in such a world of fools as this? Why does no one else see that life's a grind of misery, not balmy bliss? It would be a good thing if every oaf who yodels high with Merry Christmas as his song would be boiled in his own pudding, a stake of holly through his heart where it belongs.
Uncle!
Nephew, keep Christmas in your way. Let me keep it in mine.
But you don't keep it.
Well, let me leave it alone then. Much good it has ever done you.
I have always thought of Christmas as a kind, forgiving, big-hearted time when men and women of one accord spread wide the shutters on their hearts to look on others as travelers with them in life's brief climb, and not another race of creatures bound for far-flung parts. So though it has never put a scrap of gold or silver in my purse, I believe the season has done me good, and I ever will rehearse. Merry, 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 merry Christmas.
Bah!
Merry, 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 merry Christmas.
Humbug!
There's a coal in the stove with a spark just aglow, merely waiting in the hope to spread its warmth. All it needs is a chance and the fire will advance. With a friend the love can kindle and go forth. Now that Yuletide is finally upon us, all mankind may delight in its glow. For the light is best shared and is savored when it's paired with the gift born to us long ago.
Hurrah, Master Fred, hurrah!
Not another sound from you! You're quite a powerful speaker, sir. I wonder that you don't run for Parliament.
Don't be angry, Uncle. Come! Come dine with us.
I think not.
But why? Why?
Why did you get married?
Because I fell in love.
Because you fell in love. Good afternoon.
You never came to see me before that happened. Why give it as your reason for not coming now?
Good afternoon.
I want nothing from you. I ask nothing of you. Why can't we be friends?
Good afternoon.
I am sorry with all my heart to find you so resolute, but I'll keep my Christmas humor to the last. So Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Good afternoon.
And a Happy New Year.
Good afternoon.
Merry Christmas to you, Bob.
A Merry Christmas to you as well, sir.
Another madman with but 15 shillings a week, a wife and a family, talking about Merry Christmas.
Have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Mr. Marley died 7 years ago. This night.
I've no doubt his liberality is well represented by his surviving partner. Sir. At this festive season of the year, when we treasure light and cheer, it is good to think on those who are in need. and provide against the cold when the winter bites most bold. Thus we call upon great citizens to lead.
Are there no prisons?
Plenty of prisons.
And the union workhouses still in operation?
They are. I wish I could say they were not.
Oh, I was afraid that something had occurred to stop them in their useful course.
At this festive season of the year, when abundance rings so clear, yet it feels the snow and frost will never melt. A few of us are endeavoring to raise meat and drink, a fiery place to warm the souls of those where want is keenly felt.
What shall I put you down for?
Nothing.
You wish to remain anonymous?
I wish to be left alone. I don't make merry myself at Christmas, and I can't afford to make idle people merry. I am forced to support the establishments I mentioned. Let them go there.
Many can't go there, and many would rather die.
If they would rather die, they had better do it, and decrease the surplus population. Good afternoon, sir.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Saviour was born on Christmas Day, to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
You'll want all day tomorrow.
If quite convenient, sir.
Not convenient, nor fair. You'd think yourself ill-used should I stop you £0.50 for it. And yet you don't think me ill-used to pay a day's wages for no work.
It's only once a year, Mr. Scrooge.
Poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. But I suppose you must have it. Be here all the earlier next morning.
All the earlier.
See that you do. Marley's face. Spectacles and all. Dismal glowing hair stirring as if alive. Eyes motionless. That livid colour. Horrible. No, bah! It was just a trick of the shadows. Humbug! Impossible. That bell isn't. Humbug! 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 It's humbug still! I won't believe it! I know him. How now? What do you want with me?
Much.
Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
You're awfully particular for a shade. Who were you then?
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley. Why do you doubt your senses?
Such little things affect them. A slight disorder of the stomach makes them cheat. You may be an undigested bit of beef, a fragment of an underdone potato. There's more of gravy than of grave about you. Mercy, dreadful apparition, why trouble me?
Every man must walk abroad among his fellows, to uplift them if he might and give them hope. If he shuns this vital duty in his lifetime, after death he's doomed to wander on this globe, to witness what he might have shed and turn to joy if he but cared. My weatherlings I forced in life of my own free will. Would you know the length and heft of chain you've crafted with your skill? It was irksome as mine when I left you 7 Christmas Eves ago. You have labored long to make it strong, and heavy blow by blow it is a ponderous
shade.
Speak comfort to me, Jacob.
Nay, I cannot rest or linger anywhere. My spirit never walked beyond our counting house in life, and weary journeys lie before me.
But you were always a good man of business.
Business! Mankind was my business. The common welfare was my business. Charity, mercy, and benevolence were all my business. The dealings of my trade were part or drop destined to fade in the comprehensive ocean of my business. Why did I walk with my eyes on the ground, ignoring the star of Bethlehem town? That heavenly light, so pure and bright, led wise men to a poor abode. Were there no homes, poor as they might be, where I might have shown generosity, if I'd but raised and ran amazed to where that light had flowed? Every man must walk abroad among his fellows, to uplift them if he might and give them hope. If he shuns this vital duty in his lifetime, after death he's doomed to wander on this globe, to witness what he might have shared and turn to joy if he but cared. Hear me! My time is nearly gone.
I will. But don't be hard upon me, Jacob.
You have yet a hope and chance of escaping my fate. You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread. Expect the first at 1.
Couldn't I take 'em all at once and have it over with, Jacob?
For your own sake, remember!
What are these wailings? Shacklebolt, Forgrimst, how many I have known! They tried to help that woman lying in the snow with her child, but they have lost the power to do so. Bah! Harley said something about a visit when the clock strikes 1. Was it a dream or not? Are you the spirit whose coming was foretold?
I am.
What are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Your candle is very bright.
Would you so soon put out the light I give?
I've no desire to offend your spirit. What business brings you here?
Your welfare.
Would not a night of unbroken rest be more conducive to that end?
Your reclamation, then. Rise and walk with me.
I am a mortal and liable to fall.
Bear but a touch of my hand here, and you shall be upheld in more than this. Bring a torch, Jeanette, Isabella, bring a torch to the cradle run. It is Jesus, good folk of the village, Christ is born, and Mary's calling, ah, ah, beautiful is the mother, ah, ah, beautiful is her son. Hasten now, good folk of the village, hasten now the Christ child to see. You will find him asleep in the manger, quietly come and whisper softly, hush, hush, peacefully now he slumbers, hush, hush, peacefully now he sleeps. Softly to the little stable, softly for a moment come. Look and see how charming is Jesus, how he is fair, his cheeks are rosy, hush, hush, see how the child is sleeping, hush, hush, see how he smiles in his dreams.
Good heavens!
I was a boy here.
1,000 odours floating in the air, each one connected with 1,000 hopes and joys, cares long ago forgotten. Do you recollect the way?
I could walk it blindfolded.
The school is not quite deserted. A solitary child is left alone.
Yes. At Christmas time, the genie of the lamp, Gulliver and Robin Hood were the boy's only companions. I wish... but it's too late now.
What is the matter?
There was a boy singing a Christmas carol at my door last night. I should like to have given him something, that's all.
Let us see another Christmas.
Dear, dearest brother, I have come to bring you home. This Christmas and no other shared at home, home, home.
Home,
For good and all forever.
home, then we will part.
No, never. Home,
Home, home, home, home, home.
Father's so much kinder than he used to be. One dear night he spoke so soft, so gently to me. I was not feared to ask him one more time my long desire. If you might come to live with us and share the family fire. Home is like a heaven now, and you will see it soon. For Papa sent me forth to catch you back this afternoon. Never to return to this drear schoolhouse or away. The merriest time in all the world will share this Christmas day.
Dear, dearest treasure, so you've come to bring me home.
To sing a Yuletide measure raised at home, home, home.
Home,
For good and all forever.
home, then we will part.
No, never. Home,
Home, home, home, home, home. Home, 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 home.
Always a delicate creature, whom a breath might have withered. But she had a large heart.
So she had.
She died a woman and had children, yes?
You're right. One child.
True. Your nephew.
Yes.
Do you know this place?
Know it? I was apprenticed here. Why, it's old Fezziwig! Oh, bless his heart.
Hilly-ho, boys! It's Christmas Eve!
End of day, time to play. Clear coast to coast for the soiree we're hosting. Goose and pies reach the skies. Cakes and cold roast punches ready for toasting. With tables set and floors well swept, the party can advance. So enter, dears, to join with us and begin the Christmas dance. Some hurry home to trim the tree, spending the time with their family. Some care to carol from door to door. On Christmas Eve they will sing their encore. Some rush about with Christmas cards, trip in and out of the neighbours' yards. While we with feet dressed up and fleet, will in and out old Christmas greet. So whether your dress is homespun cloth or woven far from France, it's time to enter in with us and begin the Christmas dance. Upon the hearth the Yule log blaze illuminates the revelers' ways. Between the sets there's time for feast. The spread extends from west to east. We'll pull the Christmas crackers when the party's gone on long past 10, and stand beneath the mistletoe to catch the eye of a lovely beau. So for the young among us who have thoughts that cry romance, it's time to enter in with us
FEZZIWIG, amazing man. Look at him go.
Dances and forfeits, cake and cold roast, mince pies and ale, more dances. A small matter to make these silly folks so full of gratitude.
Small?
Why, is it not? He's spent but a few pounds of your mortal money. How deserves he this praise?
It isn't that, Spirit. He had the power to render us happy or unhappy, to make our service light or burdensome, a pleasure or a toil. The happiness he gave could not be bought.
What is the matter?
Nothing.
Something, I think.
No, I should like to be able to say a word or two to my clerk just now, that's all.
My time grows short. Quick!
No, Spirit, not this!
Another idol has displaced me. You run to it as you once embraced me. So if it can cheer and comfort you as I would have tried to do, I have no cause to justly grieve it, though it has taken me long to believe it. Your noble and gentle purposes have fallen off one by one in pursuit of a golden sun. In pursuit of a golden sun. You say nothing is so hard as being poor, yet nothing so condemned as wanting more. But you fear the world too much. You'd give your heart for the golden touch. You say nothing in my heart has changed toward you. If only I believed that that were true. Oh, would you choose me now? In poverty make firm our vow. No, another idol has displaced me. You run to it as you once embraced me. So if it can cheer and comfort you as I would have tried to do, I have no cause to justly grieve it, though it has taken me long to believe it. What promised us hope and happiness when we were truly one has been lost to a golden sun. Your pursuit of a golden sun. May you be happy in the life you have chosen.
Spirit, show me no more. Why do you delight to torture me? I cannot bear it. I see in you all the faces of the past. Leave me, haunt me no longer.
Remember Christ our Saviour was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings.
Scrooge! Come in and know me better, man!
My room?
I am the ghost of Christmas present. Have you never seen the like of me before?
Never.
Have you never walked forth with the elder brothers of my family?
I'm afraid I have not. Have you had many brothers, Spirit?
More than 1,800?
A tremendous family to provide for. Conduct me where you will, and if you have anything to teach me, let me profit by it.
Touch my robe. Listen to the chattering laughter. Hear our lonely carolers song. Snap and pop of chestnuts roasting. Whispers that invite you to belong. Breathe the heady scent of pine greens. Spices waft upon the air. Citrus, cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg. carry you away from care, lead you to the Christmas fair. When you step from the confines of your workplace, do you find that your eyes lock on the ground? Don't be afraid to look up at the wonders all around. For now is the present, yes, now is the gift. And when right now is Christmas tide, there is power to be lifted and to lift. For now is the present, yes, now is sublime. And if you will, you can carry Christmas still, regardless of the time, savoring the taste of mince pies, sampling the Taavi bowl. Sip the cider, quaff the eggnog, singing brightly with a wassailing bowl. Look between the hoop skirts and top hats, see the faces shining there. You have all the power to inspire them, humbly or with due fanfare. Lead them to the Christmas fair. For now is the present, yes, now is the gift. And when right now is Christmas tide, there is power to be lifted and to lift. For now is the present, yes, now is sublime. And if you will, you can carry Christmas still, regardless of the time.
Do you know this home? Should I? Look.
What has ever got your precious father and your brother, Tiny Tim? Oh, there's father coming now.
This is Bob Cratchit's home.
Tim, sit here and listen to the pudding singing in the copper. And how did little Tim behave?
As good as gold. Somehow he gets thoughtful, sitting by himself and thinks the strangest things. He told me that he hoped the people saw him in the church, because he was a cripple, and it might be pleasant to remember upon Christmas Day, he who made the lame to walk and blind men see. He's growing strong and hearty.
Well now, everyone's here. Let's put on the goose.
Now gather all you Cratchits, Christmas greet with one accord.
You're darned and brushed and brave in ribbons to sit around this board.
We may not be the finest lot that you have ever seen, but we will be this Yuletide night, as merry as our Queen.
Set knives and forks a-pounding with a clattering to be heard,
and call for high procession as we bring forth the bird.
For tenderness and flavor,
For cheapness and size, there truly never was such a goose to come before our eyes.
hear the murmur of delight go round at the stuffing burst
and a sweeping sigh for the scent of the sage and onion all about. A mashing of potatoes covered with gravy hissing hot,
and a side of sweetened apple sauce,
all waiting in the pot. Yet the pudding gently bubbling and singing in the copper is the triumph all are waiting for, with a flame and holly topper.
arising from the kitchen like a phoenix in the east,
To bless our humble Christmas feast.
So say we all from the greatest to the least.
God bless our humble Christmas feast.
God bless us, everyone.
Spirit, tell me if Tiny Tim will live.
I see a vacant
seat in the poor chimney corner, a crutch without an owner, carefully preserved.
No. Oh no, kind spirit, say he will be spared.
If these shadows remain unaltered, none other of my race will find him here. What then? If he be like to die, he had better do it, and decrease the surplus population.
Decrease the surplus population.
Man, forbear that wicked saying until you have discovered what the surplus is, where it is. Will you decide what man shall live, what men shall die? To hear the insect on the leaf pronouncing there is too much life among his hungry brothers in the dust.
Come, Tim, give us a song.
Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen, when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even. Brightly shone the moonlit night, though the frost was cruel.
Take hold of my
when
robe.
a poor man came inside, gathering winter fuel.
See here and there the children of these well-lit houses run forth to greet their married siblings and their spouses, their cousins, aunts, and uncles trudging through the falling snow, with Merry Christmas on their lips, embracing to and fro. They know me. See here the merry lamplighter go on before us. His lamps all lit, he laughs to rush and join the chorus. He hurries home to loving wife and his young family, to sing a gladsome carol, then to trim their Christmas tree. He knows me. Look on the bleak and desert moor, where miners willing set down their tools by which they're known, and cease their tilling, to gather in their cabins where they tell the tales of old. Both ruddy youth and grey-beard age will in their song grow bold. They know me. Look there upon the crest where winter winds are storming, yet in the hearts of sailors goodwill thoughts are forming. Remembrances of hearth and home and merry company sustain the hope, a lighthouse that will guide them back from sea. They know me. And would you know me better, man, as I'd be by you? Remember what you once forgot, be guided by truth, compassion, love, and sacrifice to see your neighbor's need. The buttered bread of Christmas cheer on which you've longed to feed. They know me, they know me, they know me, they know me. Come know.
He said that Christmas was a humbug, and he believed it too.
More shame for him, Fred.
He's a comical old fellow, and not so pleasant as he might be. However, his offenses carry their own punishment. I've nothing to say against him.
I have no patience with him.
Oh, I have. I'm sorry for him. Couldn't be angry with him if I tried. Who suffers by his ill whims? Himself, always. He takes it into his head to dislike us. He won't come and dine with us. What's the consequence?
I think he loses a very good dinner.
Indeed. He loses some pleasant moments, which could do him no harm. I mean to give him the same chance every year, whether he likes it or not. I think I shook him this year.
You shake Scrooge? You mustn't indulge your fantasies. Let's play a game and forget him.
I have a new game. It's called Yes and No. I think of something and you ask me questions to find out what it is. I will, however, only answer yes or no.
It is time to go, Scrooge.
But they are just starting into a game.
Is it an animal?
Yes.
Is it alive?
Yes.
Is it savage?
Yes.
Can you find it in London?
Yes.
Does it bark or growl?
Yes.
Is it a dog, a cat, a bear?
No, and no.
I know what it is.
What?
Savage, disagreeable, growls and prowls the streets of London. Why, you're Uncle Scrooge!
You are quite correct.
You should have replied yes when I asked if it was a bear.
He has given us plenty of merriment, and it would be ungrateful not to drink his health.
To Uncle Scrooge. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding and a cup of good cheer. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. So bring it out here. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Come now, take hold of my robe. Forgive me, but I see something strange protruding from your skirt. Is it a claw?
It might be a claw, for all the flesh there is upon it. Look.
Oh, Spirit, are they yours?
They are man's. This boy is ignorance. This girl is want. Beware them both, but most of all, beware this boy. For on his brow is written that which is doom.
Have they no refuge? Have they no resource?
Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses?
Am I in the presence of the ghost of Christmas yet to come? I fear you most of all. But as I know your purpose is to do me good, lead on, Spirit.
No, I don't know much about it either way. I only know he's dead.
When did he die?
Last night, I believe.
What's the matter with him? I thought he'd never die.
Heaven knows.
What's he done with his money?
I haven't heard. He hasn't left it to me.
Likely to be a very cheap funeral, for upon my life, I don't know anyone who would go to it.
I don't mind going if lunch is provided, but I insist I must be fed.
The Spirit, this is the hour I frequent the exchange, but another man stands in my place. Is this a sign of my newborn resolution carried out?
Every person has a right to take care of himself. He always did.
That's true.
If he'd only been more natural in his lifetime and not a greedy, grasping squid.
Oh man, more so.
And who's the worse for the loss of a few things like these?
Not a dead man, I suppose.
If he'd only been more kindly, he'd had a friend to hold his hand when time came for that last gasping wait.
A truer word.
Every person has a right to take care of themselves. He always did.
Indeed.
If you open up that bundle, you can see that things are saved. And
and make your bid.
Bed curtains, you don't mean to say that you took them rings in all from the store with his body lying there?
Why not?
You were born to make your fortune, miss, and I say it's only fair. Every person has a right to take care of themselves. He can no more.
Yes, sir.
And these blankets and this shirt
Would have been wasted, but I switched them out and made right for your door.
Oh, well, I do hope that he didn't die of something catching.
You don't think I'd hang around him if he had?
Yes, he frightened everyone away.
So we could take and seize the day.
I laugh if it wasn't so bloody sad. We'd laugh if it wasn't so bloody awful and so sad. Every person has a right to take care of themselves. So sad. Ha 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 ha.
Spirit, I see what you want of me, but I've no more power to withdraw that veil than I have to dismiss you. This is a fearful place. I shall not forget its lesson. Let us go. I understand, and I would do it if I could, but I've not the power, Spirit. I've not the power. If there is any person in this town who feels emotion caused by this man's death, show that person to me, Spirit, I beseech you.
Are we ruined?
No. There's hope yet.
If he relents, has such a miracle happened?
He is past relenting. He is dead.
But to whom will our debt be transferred?
I don't know. But before the time we shall be ready with the money. We may sleep tonight with light hearts, Caroline.
All you can show me is pleasure at this man's death. Let me see some tenderness, or that dark chamber will be present with me forever.
And he took a child and set him in the midst of them. The dying light strains my eyes.
Where is Tiny Tim?
They're better now again. I wouldn't show weak eyes to your father for the world when he comes home. It must be near his time.
Past it, rather. But I think he's walked a little slower than he used to.
I have known him to walk very fast indeed with Tiny Tim upon his shoulder. He was very light to carry, and his father loved him so that it was no trouble. No trouble. There is your father at the door. You went today then, Robert?
Yes, my dear. I wish you could have gone. It would have done you good to see how green a place it is. But you'll see it often. I promised him that I would walk us there on Sundays. My little child, my little child. I am sure that none of us will forget poor Tiny Tim, or this first parting among us.
Never, Father.
I know, my dears, that when we recollect how patient and how mild he was, that we shall not quarrel easily among ourselves, and forget poor Tiny Tim in doing it.
No, never, Father.
I am very happy. I am very happy indeed.
Spectre, something tells me that our parting moment is at hand, but I know not how. Tell me what man that was whom we saw lying dead. Before I draw nearer to that stone to which you point, answer me one question. Are these the shadows of the things that will be, or are they the shadows of things that may be only? Men's courses will foreshadow certain ends, to which, if persevered in, they must lead. But if the courses be departed from, the ends will change. Say it is thus with what you show me. Ebenezer Scrooge! Am I that man upon the bed? No, Spirit, hear me! I am not the man I was. Why show me this if I am past all hope? I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirits of all three
shall strive within me. I will not shut out the lessons that they teach. Oh, Jacob Marley, heaven in Christmas time be praised for this. They are not torn down. They are not torn down, rings and all. They are here. I am here. The shadows of the things that would have been may be dispelled. They will be. I know they will. I'm as happy as an angel. I'm as light as a feather. I'm as merry as a schoolboy. What's the day, the wind, the weather? And how long among the spirits have I learned by their endeavor? I know nothing, like a baby, but I don't care if I am clever. Hello there!
Eh?
What's today, my fine fellow?
Today? Why, Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, I haven't missed it. In one night the spirits taught me. Do they know, or they must know it, what their visions dearly bought me? Do you know the poultry shop? Next street over on the corner.
I should hope I did.
Do you know whether they've sold the prize turkey that was hanging up there? The big one.
What? The one as big as me?
What a delightful boy. Yes, me buck.
It's hanging there now.
It is. But go and buy it.
Walk on.
No, I am in earnest. Go and buy it and tell him to bring it here, so I may give them the directions. Come back with the man, and I'll give you a shilling. Oh, come back with him in less than 5 minutes, and it'll be half a crown. I will send it to Bob Cratchit. He will never know who gave it. Twice the size of Tiny Tim, yes, and I'm sure the clan will surely savor it. I shall love this knocker surely, just as long as I am living, for an everyday reminder of the gifts I have for giving. I'm as happy as an angel. I'm as light as a feather. I'm as merry as a schoolboy. Christmas spirits all three, now you'll keep me company through any wind or weather. Why, it's impossible to carry that to Camden Town. Here's the address. Here's for the turkey. Here's for the cab. Here's your half a crown, my boy. Be off. Good morning, sir. A Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas, my dear. Happy New Year to you.
Scrooge and Marley's, I believe.
My dear sir, how do you do? I hope you succeeded yesterday. It was very kind of you. A Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Mr. Scrooge?
Yes, that is my name, and I fear it may not be pleasant to you. Allow me to ask your pardon, and will you have the goodness...
Heaven bless me, are you serious?
Not a farthing less. A great many back payments are included in it, I assure you.
I don't know what to say to such generosity.
Nothing, please. Will you come and see me?
I will.
I am much obliged. I thank you 50 times. Bless you. Is your master at home, my dear?
Yes, sir.
Where is he, my love?
He's in the dining room, sir.
He knows me. I'll go in here, my dear. Fred!
Why, bless my soul, who is that?
It's I, your Uncle Scrooge. I have come to dinner. Will you let me in, Fred?
Merry, 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 merry Christmas.
Yes!
Merry, 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 merry Christmas.
Brilliant.
There's a coal in the stove with a spark just aglow, merely waiting in the hope to spread its warmth.
All it needs is a chance, and the fire will advance. With a friend the love can kindle and go forth.
Now that Yuletide is finally upon us,
all mankind may delight in its glow.
For the light is best shed, and is savored when it's paired with the gift born to us long ago. Merry, 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 merry Christmas.
Yes!
Merry, 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 merry Christmas.
Brilliant!
Merry Christmas.
What do you mean by coming in here this time of day?
I am very sorry, sir. I am behind my time.
Yes, I think you are. Step this way, sir, if you please.
It's only once a year, sir. I was making rather merry yesterday, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what, my friend. I'm not going to stand for this sort of thing any longer. And therefore, I am about to raise your salary. A Merry Christmas, Bob. A merrier Christmas, Bob, my good fellow, than I have given you for many a year. I'll raise your salary and endeavour to assist your struggling family. And we will discuss your affairs this very afternoon. Make up the fires and buy another coal scuttle before you dot another eye, Bob Cratchit.
My Uncle Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all, and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, he was a second father. He became as good a friend, as good a master, and as good a man as the good old city knew. Some people laughed to see the alteration in him, but he let them laugh. His own heart laughed, and that was quite enough for him. It was always said of him in later years that he knew how to keep Christmas well, if any man alive possessed the knowledge. May that be truly said of all of us. So, as Tiny Tim observed, God bless us, every one.
Sound the horn, Christ is born. Play the drum, he has come. Melodies will never cease. Bells will ring, angels sing. Join us, come join us in a carol for our King. In a carol for our King. Sound the string, anything, on the lute, fife and flute. Fill the air with tuneful prayer. With a voice, so rejoice. Join us, come join us in a carol for our King. In a carol for our King.
This is M. Ryan Taylor wrapping up a 2-year-long labor of love for me and my family. First, in adapting the novella to the script, writing the original songs, orchestrating and recording the music, recording audio vocal demos for the future cast, finding wonderful actors, recording them in studio, editing it all together, and finally releasing it into the world. We hope you love Dickens' classic as much as we do, and have enjoyed this podcast audio drama production of A Christmas Carol the Musical Experience. Copyright 2024 by VocalWorks Publishing and Fablelight Media. Please visit carol.fablelight.org to make a pledge or donation to support further creative work. You can also visit carol.fablelight.org for free downloads of this podcast audio drama, as well as the script, sheet music, and other performance files appropriate for an at-home reading, radio show, or staged production. They are free to use for all free performances and have simple grand rights licensing for productions charging admission or taking donations. Thank you for listening. God bless us, everyone.